What's up, guys? It's Tiff2K here, and today we're back on. Yeah, I know you're looking at us, you're thinking you started another Football Manager. You've barely got through the first episode of the last one, and you also only did one episode of the two ones you've done before. So, yeah. Now, I thought I'd get back into doing this mainly because my mate said he wants to get back into wants to do it. So, I'll get back in doing it. But anyway, we're doing it with my local team, the other one, Boston. Yeah, Boston Town. This is going to be a long series, so yeah, let's hope I can actually stick to it, and get on with it. But anyway, this is a bit about the club if you didn't know, a bit of things. Yeah, apparently we're meant to come second. Just gonna put that out there. We've got quite a good team. Now, one of the interesting things is here's their favourite personnel. Ollie Pinner, obviously, favourite personnel. But you can't look at him. But if you go on the squad, he's right there. So, um, yeah, Boston Town have two Ollie Pinners in this universe. Anyway, so yeah, we've got no divers or anything. The season ticket is £67, 25 season ticket holders. That's great. Now, one of the main things about this type of football in the county leagues, especially on this game, is the fact that your players do not stick around. So I've done the pre-season. We've made a lot of signings. Also, if you're wondering why I've already got regens for those who play Football Manager, I did add players to teams to get a youth team and things like that. So yeah, now this guy's actually on loan there in real life, but I got him. He doesn't even start, so that's a bit pointless anyway. But anyway, these are all the new signings. Um, most of them aren't good enough now. Now I've signed them, like Kevin Street. Yeah, I know he's 40, but he came in as a really good player. But if you notice the theme, good for the league, and we've got a 4.5 star player who actually does play. He's actually like that level, which is really good. Now, going into this, we're gonna do. This is the coaching staff. Why am I showing you the coaching staff anyway? But now it's the first game of the year. We're going up against Pagnell Town. If you've ever heard of them, shout out to Pagnell Town. I'm sure they're a decent side. But anyway, the season preview. Best player, and we've got him, this guy who actually does play for Boston Town. I did not sign him. He's an absolute. Well, he's just really good. He seems good in game. But anyway, so we've got two in here. We're predicted to come second. Now, the reason why this might be a struggle, mainly because if we just go back on there's one promotion spot and you have to win the league. Yeah. So we might get stuck in here for a while. We might do well. But anyway, let's go and let me show you the team. I have to go on this thing because if I go on that one again, unless I can go all the way back. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh no, the one thing I did want to show you was my pre-season because I'm a bit concerned. I mean, we won. Yeah, we won. Yeah, drew that. I was quite happy with that. This, I beat Boston United 3-1, and my centre back scored a hat trick. Now, if you look at that Boston team, that's basically the first team. So I'm worried for Boston United in this universe. Like real life as well. Anyway, let's go back to the match screen when I can find it. It is here. No, it's not. Forward. There we go. Right, so we've got a couple of tactics set up. All of them, bar this one. Oh, that one I'm not using. But these two I've made myself. I thought this one I'm going to play mainly at this level. You need to play basic, so I've just basically told them work it in the box, pass it into space, long balls, slow tempo. This is the team we're going with. We're going with Young in goal, Darville at right back with Asano and Scarborough, club captain, Duran Reynolds, former Boston United player, at left back. Thornton, Potts, Horton, and Radickan. I mean, I'm happy I pretty much said that right. And up front, Fenton and Dorwent. Dorwent is probably one of the best players we've got at the club. One of the things I'm a bit worried about is the fact that we're playing a 5'3" target man. But he's actually he scored 2 goals in pre-season. He's 18. Yeah, it could be good. Oh, and also, I think I might have said this. Oh well. Let's just get into the game anyway. Subs are all there. One of the things I do want to bring up is the fact that don't get used to some of these players because everyone is on non-contracts, so there'll be a very, very big revolving door policy. I have said this. I'm just gonna move on. Anyway, as you can see, we've not got many influencers. Just go out there, relax. Should have said it assertively. Assistant manager, save it. No. Okay, so let's get into the game. See how we get on. We're at Tatchell Road, which holds 6,000. Jesus, as if it can hold 6,000. But with it having 450 seats, I don't know if it counts in it, but the National League, you only have to have. Oh my God. Okay, good start. I don't know what Scarborough has actually done there. I thought he was just going to score an own goal. They scored in the 4th minute. It's hit Scarborough's head, and they've scored a slide tackle. I've just noticed that some of these players aren't even fit. We've literally had Oh, this is going to be a long series. It's the first episode. Anyway, come on, Thornton. One of the new gens whips it up to Dorwent, who you never score one-on-ones on Football Manager, and oh my God, their goalkeeper's just pulled off an absolute worldy double save. Was that goalkeeper the one who was in the best 11? George Cousins used to play for Boston United, or Cousins used to play for Boston. Just come up in the top scorer. When I say used to play, I think he made a substitute appearance. Anyway, we're passing it around the back. Horton to Duran Reynolds. Whips it forward into space. It's Dorwent. Is he going to square it? No, he's going for it. Oh, it's a good effort and good save by Mark Osborne. He's having a good game. Denying Dorwent very, very well. Fenton with the cut. Why is Fenton on the corner? He's meant to be the target man. He's meant to use all his target man ability, and he's taking the corners. God, can you tell I was playing this late last night to get this ready? You can just tell, right? We're gonna tell him to show some passion. We're gonna tell him to really show some passion now, because I have no reason. But anyway, here we go. It's Young, big kick forward up to Thornton. Doesn't win it, and they're in here if we're not careful. We need to. This is where the 4-4-2. I never play 4-4-2. I played it in the first save I ever did. But Dorwent, is he going to score? Oh my God. I'm happy this guy's getting in the right areas. But can he actually score one? Scarborough, I don't know how long is going to last in this team. He had a really crap pre-season. The only reason why he's still in it is because he's club captain, because he's 38. And Dorwent, let's have a look. What's his finishing? 13. So their goalkeeper, let's have a look at him. Their goalkeeper's not very good. Oh, great. You love it when they're actually playing really well. Here we go, Radcun into it's Fenton. He's showing his target man abilities. Their goalkeeper is, oh my. I'm going to end up signing their goalkeeper, by the way. The way this game's going, I'm going to sign their goalkeeper. He's on a 6.8 somehow. I mean, it must be bad finishing, but the first half's nearly up, and if I actually knew how to set my screen up, I'd see how many clear-cut chances. See, we're actually not playing that bad. We've had good possession, good shots. We've just conceded, so this just still shows me we need a new defence. So we're going to assertively say, come on, lads, show a bit of desire, a bit of passion. That's motivated them. Scarborough needs to motivate the rest of the team and his own performances because he's playing shite. But we do also have the narrow diamond in the ranks on the bench, just in case the wingers don't work. They were working in pre-season though, so I am inclined to keep him. And seeing as though our best player is a winger, you kind of wanna play him. He's an inverted winger, so I quite like that. We should be in here. Why is Fenton not passed the ball to whatever the guy's called? Potts, is it? I think it's Brandon Potts. He came as a 4-star player. He's now 3.5. But anyway, Radcon. It's Dorwart. That if this is a highlight, is it going to be one of these long highlights? Because that is the worst highlight I've ever seen. If it is, oh no, it's going to be one of these where a goal happens, isn't it? We're 2-0 down already. How has Deville not won that? I do not know. Oh, and Scarborough's on a 6. Let's just get him off. I can't. I hate changing centre backs, but if he's literally this bad, he's not playing. I would sooner play Watkins, who's actually a right back. I need to do my bench better next time. So let's go with this guy. He can play as a cover. I don't want him as no nonsense. Scarborough is awful. I mean, I've never heard of the guy, but I thought it'd be good. Duran Reynolds banged in free kicks. His hat trick was a hat trick of set pieces against Boston United. He scored. Two were free kicks, and obviously one was a penalty. But we actually did play well against Boston United, and you know, it's the first team. I'm going to demand more out of the lads if they score again from a set piece. Oh my god. Yeah. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a really good series. Oh, Jesus. Right, we're going to switch to the diamond. We've got nothing to lose. Let's bring on Matthews, who is actually a really good youth player. Main reason why he's playing. And do we have a defensive midfielder? So we're going to go. Do I go Russell Pond or Tyler Walker? See, this guy's a ball in a midfield. Oh no, he's a Carrillo. You do kind of need a Carrillo. What's this guy? Support centre. We're going to bring Russell Pond on for Thornton. We're going to drop Thornton into here. We're actually changing the system I've been training, which is always fun. That guy can go there because that's his. And then you are the ball winning midfielder. Let's just go positive and let's actually try and win. Win, score. We're not winning. Put it like that. This is not the start I wanted. Really not the start I wanted. I'm just going to time to get creative and try and get them to score. Set pieces. Matthews. We've scored a goal. It's Liam Matthews who scored the first goal of the season. So we have to rely on a 16-year-old to score the goals for us. That's always a benefit. You know, maybe we are going to try this tactic next game. I don't know. I mean, he's literally a 16-year-old midfielder. You know, we try, show some passion. We're just going to try and get them to actually look like we're trying to get back in this game. Even though you just know we're probably going to score in a minute and make it look like that we really look like we should have, you know, got back in the game. It's a sort of football manager thing, gives you false hope. Just go attacking. The game's okay. We're just going to leave it. The game's basically over. My two centre midfielders have died. It's always fun. What's the stamina of these two? Is it 7 and what's this guy's? If it's 1, then I'm going to cry. Oh god, it's also 7. Here we go. Last 1 minute 20 seconds of the game. It couldn't have gone much worse, and it's kind of inclining me to do another game. I was only going to do one. Oh, that keeper's getting dropped. That keeper, I'm changing the team after this. This has been an awful first game. I thought that went in. I generally thought that's just went in and the whistle's blown. We've lost 4-1 at home. We had 17 shots, 7 on target, 57% possession. We just can't defend. And score. Well, we did score, I suppose, but that's I'm pissed. You weren't good enough. That is fucking shambolic. That's actually shambolic. And we've got a game on the Wednesday, so we're going to have to rotate. We're not bottom because of, let me guess, alphabetical order. No, we scored a goal, that's why. We're not bottom because we scored a goal. That's what I like to see. We're training this guy to play as an inside forward. For some reason, I was training to play as a left back. I don't know. But anyway, let's see how long this video is going to be anyway before I... What is it, 15 minutes? Yeah, we'll do another one. Well, I'll come back in a minute. So, we're back. And if you tell, we've made some changes to the... Okay, I've just done something. I panicked. After the first game, I've panicked. And I've made some new signings. Some of them you've not seen. This guy was the defensive midfielder I probably didn't mention about, but anyway. So I've brought in a new left back. Yeah, he looks quite good. Reynolds is going to drop to centre back, which I'm not too bothered about anyway. And we've brought in this guy, Muir. I'm trying to sign another lad from Curzon Ashton. We've got him on loan for a month just to see how he is. He's not very good, but we have also brought in... He might be on the bench. James Flitcroft, who's actually better. But I'm going to work this guy in. He's actually, to be honest, he's actually got good stats. Just looking at him. Maybe I should start him. Oh, I think I'm going to actually start this guy instead of you. I've just signed a lad because I want to see how they get on together. So I think we're going to go with this lineup. I'm going to see how we get on. The bench is pretty shambolic, but we've also started Hutchins instead of Fenton. He's more of a natural pressing forward. Just as I look, we're going to drop Potts for... we're going to get... You know what? Let's give Tyler Walker a game because I didn't bring him on in the last game. And see, now I'm looking at this. There's loads of stuff I haven't done. This guy needs placing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. Right, we're going to play Carl Watkins. I really should have looked at fitness before I started. See, Duran Reynolds isn't even fit. 90 is not good enough because we've got another game coming up soon, so I need to rotate the side well. Do I give Dorwit a game, or do I give... No, we'll leave Dorwit on there. That'll go. Let's go. We've wasted enough time. We're playing players that have sort of not in the natural roles because I want them to fit into this team. Most of them are in the natural roles, but you know, so they're playing a 4-4-2. My 16-year-old is captain, and my goalkeeper is my only influential player. So this is kind of fun. We need to tell them to... I expect nothing but a win in this game. No one cares. No one even cares. If it gets to this point where I'm just struggling that badly, I'm going to start doing the marking players and stuff like that. I don't normally do that because I feel like if I'm the best... I'm a bit like Arsene Wenger. You don't need to worry about the opponent. It's about how good we are. And obviously we're not the best team in the league. So we're one of the best, but we're not the best. So I don't even know who this team are. This is... Get creative. Matthews with a free kick anyway early on. Can he get... There's no another goal. First chances, do they going to count as 2 shots? So we look better now. No, just the one. I thought we had 2 shots there, but only the one. I'm hoping we can actually do something from this game. We've got a new... we're playing a new back 4, which is... Well, we've not conceded yet, so it's a good thing. We need to demand more. They're not... Oh, here we go. Colin McCarthy. Dorwent. Whips it in. Oh, that's a new signing in the cross. I was offside. Oh no, he's flagging for a goal kick. That's a new signing. This guy normally signed for Boston sometimes as a little rotation player. He's not great at Boston's level, but United's level. I need to stop saying that because I am Boston town. But yeah, we need something here. I've changed. We're gonna play out from the back as well now. I did change a couple of the tactics on this before we started. Just hoping we can get something from this because they don't seem... I mean, we seem to be having chances. Finishing seems appalling, especially from that last game. I was very disappointed with the fact we had so many shots, and the keeper saved loads, like a lot. Had a save. That Dorwent should be well, he's not the best striker in the league, but he would be. And they've been terrible by looking at their thing. And we need to. I'm just going to tell them they're not playing well. I don't really care about a 16-year-old being demotivated. I mean, I do. I really do care because he's only 16, bless him. But we should be fine. Look at us swarming the ball here. They can't even do anything. Neither can we, though, by the looks of it. Right, Matthews with another free kick. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, it's the best chance of the game. Set pieces seem to be the only way we actually score on this. I mean, we scored from the corner in the last game. Pre-season was basically a couple of don't score. This is their first highlight going forward. Flitcroft with the head. I can't remember his name. We're pressing a little bit. We need to get out to him a bit more. Oh, it's deflected. This is what a tackle. What a tackle. Dorwin. Come on, hit him on the break. Hutchins. Matthews to Walker. Walker out wide to Colin. Oh, this is not going well. Am I going to have to do try and do a double upload today because it's just not going well, is it? I'm just not as good as I thought I was at this game. We're going to make some subs. We also turned off. Oh, okay. We're gonna change this. We're not going to do that anymore. We changed that from the last game. Right, we're going to the 4-4-2. I love a change of shape in a game. So we'll bring you on for you. You've not had the rest of the games, even though you scored in the last game. You can stay. I don't really want a Mazzala in the midfield, so we're gonna you there. We've got to bring a right midfielder on. Let me guess, we don't have one on the bench. No, we only have. Oh, Collett can play there. Right, you can play there. Natural winger. Why am I putting you on attack? Oh well. You can go right mid. Duran Reynolds goes left back. And then we'll bring on War. Can you play that role? Right, you can play that better. Can you play it on support? Oop, deep lining playmaker. I love a deep lining playmaker. You play support, and we're going to bring on Fenton for the man who still hasn't scored. These two were working well in pre-season. We're going to leave Thingy as a poacher because we need to score. Let's see how we get on. We've added a bit of width. Let's hope we can actually get something. Now, here we go, free kicks. Set pieces are when we score, and yes, he scored. Get in there. Fitchett, that's what he's called, Fitchett. James Fitchett on his debut. Collett McCartney with the assist. It's 1-0 Boston, 0-1 Boston Town. And the set pieces are still the way we score goals on this save. It's beautiful. It's beautiful scoring set pieces. Let's just hope we can get another. Let's try and make up for the last game because that game was awful. I don't want to experience that game ever again. Walker up to Fenton. Oh, it's a decent effort, you know. I hate playing poachers, but everyone at this level is basically a poacher because they can either shoot or they're a target man. That's it. I mean, we've got Vinny McKendy on trial, who's sorry for that bird, by the way. Vinny McKendy, who is 6'7". We did sign a 6'8" striker, but I know I won the look. Did sign a 6'8" striker, but the board wasn't very happy I signed him because he was quite bad. So we just went back. What I am happy about though is the fact that my defence is doing well, like overall wise. Anyway, Fitchett back to Mir. As I was saying, Mir. Watkins out to Raducan. To Hutchins, who loses the ball to Emery, who pumps it. Okay, this is a bit nervous. Why is the keeper? Oh my god, that guy looks familiar. Don't know why. Probably looks like Gurka Mindler. That's probably why. Anyway, they're on the attack. Holford. Oh, saved by Andy Young after his. Don't know what he was doing a minute ago. If that wasn't offside, I'd have been. He'd have been definitely Harry Payne playing the next game. Oh, there's a bit of pinball in there, but it's being cleared by here. Can we keep it together? I probably should change it to defensive system, but I'm balanced through and through. They're gonna score. Oh, we're defending so well, and it makes me happy that we're defending well after the last game. I nearly released Scarborough, but because he's my captain, I thought I've got to keep him. Come on, lads, keep it together. Let's tighten up. Let's just not concede. Let's go defensive. Can I do this? Is my assistant manager good enough? Yes, he is. He's basically told me to man mark every player, but we'll move on. Can we get the first win after the terrible start? I mean, 1 goal's still not great, but I'm happy not to have conceded. Sorry about the coughs. Oh. Come on, blow the whistle, ref. Come on, get it over. Get it over. Get in there. We've won. After the terrible first game, we've won. The new signings have contributed. We're going to tell them that it was a bit of a let-off. I know some of them won't like that. Basically, the 16-year-olds aren't happy. They're probably not going to play again because I'm probably going to stick with a 4-4-2 now. Because that was awful. Them first games, they won 6-1. And only 2 players scored. Andy Hall and Alfie Taylor. I'm up for pinching players, so he wants 80 quid a week. Yeah, but most of the players are on 20 quid a week, before you ask. So, let's go on the inbox quickly, get through all that. Fitchett scored on his professional debut. I wouldn't really call this professional, but... So anyway, we're going to go probably to the end of the month. Oh, Rugby was the team that was meant to finish top of the league, aren't they? We might come back for that game, then. Oh no, I'm meant to finish top after them signings. Brilliant. That's just what I wanted to hear. So we're going to come back for the Rugby game. And we'll... What do I do? That second or first? Can we just go back, please? Thank you. Rothwell Corinthians, or do I play Holt? We'll go Rothwell Corinthians, and we'll go Rugby Rothwell Corinthians. So, if you like that, please like. Also subscribe. This hopefully I'm going to do a double upload today, I think, because I want to get these videos out just to try and get myself to actually do these. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you when your tits grow. God.